Welcome everyone again to Fantasy HQ. This is our second video in the one day. How exciting for us, even more exciting for you. But this is an important video. We're going to do a short one, but we're going to break down the big round 12 buys.
Bit of an origin watch.
An origin watch. Now, people out there, you guys have asked us for this, so we're going to do it, and we're just going to give you, at this point in time, who we think is the best players to fill each position for round 12. So obviously we're going to have a lot of Poms, we're going to have a lot of Kiwis, going to have a lot of, Islander boys playing.
And a lot of guys just aren't good enough.
Yeah, a lot of guys that just don't cut the mustard playing. So, but we'll break down the best of the worst that aren't playing Origin. So
the best.
They're still the best in a way. Yeah, they're just not good enough for Origin.
They just don't play in the...
They're just not Gillette, the best a man can get.
Definitely not.
Gillette. He's playing Origin for sure, right?
Yeah, he's got to be.
God, and Boyd.
He should be the captain.
God, you tell us going to roll them. Anyway.
Boyd's not playing Origin.
Boyd's not playing Origin.
Boyd will get Origin.
How?
$10 right now.
They need...
do it, it's on camera.
I got $10! They need that older core. Okay, let's break it down. Mitch, you're going to start it off with the best hookers you can get in round 12.
There's two that you need to have, I think, and they're in all of our sides, so we're pretty set there. Mitch Rain, Reed Marnie. Scoring well, and they're still in that mid-tier, which is really nice. I've wrote an interesting one down, because obviously they're a bit up in the air at the moment, and if DCE kind of does go to Origin, potentially Coruscant stays in the half, Vainu.
Yeah.
He has been killing it for me.
It's fantastic.
Even off the bench, he's getting great scores.
If he's 80 minutes.
So, yeah, my two musts are Rain and Marnie. Interesting one to keep an eye on, Vainu.
Yeah, I like Vainu. I really wish that Coruscant wasn't even there. He needs to go to the Tigers sooner rather than later. Vainu's the man.
Yep.
He's the man.
And like Rain and Money, heads and shoulders above every other option that week.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, I'll push it into the front row forwards. Now, who are the big boppers you want, you ask? Now, Mitch mentioned him as a sell a couple of weeks ago, but if we're breaking down who are the best options, for Manly, the two, Fanua Blake and DePower must be up there in conversation.
If Fanua Blake's not suspended.
If Fanua Blake's not suspended or injured.
injured.
He's been really poor with that. So I'm gonna point out Marty DePower. He is capable of those big scores. And if he pulls one out for round 12, you'll be laughing. Aiden Tolman's another good option. He's played a bit low minutes last week, 50, but before that he's been hitting 60 to 70 minutes a game, I think because Napa returned.
Yeah, Puppy
Something
back.
to watch out. Big Puppy's back.
Ono back or back?
Last episode was the M-rated one.
Oh, sorry.
Another one to look out for is James Tamo. Now, with all the up in the air injuries at the Penrith Panthers at the moment, he's been putting up some good scores.
I think they gave him the C, actually.
Yeah.
That 192 week, but they gave him the C and he's been playing really
Stepping
good.
up, knowing how lucky an Origin spot's again. No,
Cracking that forward pack.
And a bit of a roughie to look out for. Mitch mentioned this the other day to me, so I'll give him props. Jordan McLean from the Cowboys. So he's another good option. Look up his average score this year. It's fantastic. And he's been so consistent.
Yeah.
So consistent. Just base stats. Good solid option there. McLean. So
I think with that Tamalolo, he's been very, very good.
Yeah.
So he's carried that load. So we get to see how he goes.
But even when
with him there.
Tamalolo wasn't early in the season, he still had very consistent scores.
And Josh McGuire's out now too, so...
And Matt Scott's not who he used to be.
No.
So, very cool and McLean.
Sorry, I'm just singing mood.
Yeah, you need to...
So much for a quick video.
Go take a bath, Mitch. So I'm going to hit you with second row forwards. I think the one big one that everyone's asking us about is Jason Tamalolo. Get him. Some way, shape or form. When you get him, break even or not, get him in your team before round 12. You've got to have him.
Must.
One to keep an eye on, actually, and we were talking about before, Nathan Brown. Scheduled to be back for round 12. Now, we're quietly hoping he comes back around 11, ruins his 81 break even, loses money, and then you can bring him in on the cheap.
As well as that, he's a keep going forward.
Yeah.
He's always been.
He was so good last year and the week before, year before, he's been amazing. James Fisher-Harris, another really good option, another good forward who's been stepping up at the Panthers.
Yeah.
Corey Waddell, so Jake Trbojevic is definitely going to Origin. I think we're mad if we don't have him. So he should fill in somewhere in there. And if not, he's been having great minutes off the bench anyway with Fanua Blake getting suspended every other day.
If you're looking at him as a cash cow option, he's probably a bit too expensive as a cash cow now, so you'd have to sort of bring him in as a...
Yeah. And Reece Martin as well. Playing for the Dogs. You're getting good points as a goal kicker. I think if he wasn't a goal kicker, I probably wouldn't have him. But as a goal kicker, I think you've just got to have him.
Worth a mention. Worth a mention.
Definitely.
Cool.
Alright, let's move into the wingers.
And the fullback.
And the fullbacks.
Both
We've got some good ones. I've had him for a few weeks now. Clockstad.
Great option.
He's probably dropping his consistency a little bit, but if you look at last week's game, he went sin bin 10 minutes, lost some points, then came back and still killed it. So nearly got 50 points. Great scoop try. So Clockstad, I think he's the best option at wing fullback in a very slim pickings position. You got all the boys from Parramatta, the back five, very capable of putting up big scores. So Sivo, Gutho, Jennings, and Thurgo if he doesn't get Origin, maybe. So they're capable of putting up big numbers if you want to bring in, or if you already have them. Sivo seems to be still making money.
If you have them, sit on
Escaping the Grim Reaper.
Every week he gets passed.
Every week. Garrick, don't bring him in, but if you already have him, that's great. Garrick's another good option to have in that wing fullback spot, and can also fill in at the centre. So DPP option. And I'm going to mention Walker. We haven't been high on him. I think I said pump the brakes on Walker 1 or 2 weeks ago. So, but you know, if you have him or you're desperate to bring someone like that in for that DPP option, Walker could very well, if he doesn't get Origin, which is rumoured, but I don't think he will.
I reckon he will. Do you want to throw another $10 on that?
Oh God, do it.
No, alright.
Alright. So Mitch now has $20. Nice.
Cleary. Come on, Cleary.
It'll probably just cancel each other out.
No, that's boring.
Alright, now I'm going to send it over to Mitch for the hardest position of all. This was the lock position at the start of the year. We talked about how easy this position was, and now it's falling apart. So who you got for centre, Mitch?
I still think there's some good options out there. Did a little bit of research before. Jared Croker. He's always hitting that kind of mid-30s without a try. Pretty safe goal kicking for the Raiders. They're scoring points like it's going out of fashion. Jordan Cardew is an interesting one. He's DPP wing fullback and centre. I mean, he's at fullback. He scores quite well.
He's still in over 30% of the team. So that's more of a, like, I think if you have him, just hold him.
Hold him. Yeah. If you've held him this song, you might as well keep him now. Michael Jennings from Parramatta. He's having a pretty good season at the moment.
Disappointing last week.
Yeah, he got 5
points.
or 8.
8 points. So, but other than that, he's been a tackle-busting machine. He got a try assist and 8 points. That was very disappointing.
He looks youthful.
He does.
He looks quick again. He looks like Origin form again.
Playing for a contract. It's amazing what that'll do.
Yeah, I know, right? Money.
An interesting one. Everyone had him at the start of the year, and he was one of the kind of, I guess, breakout cash cows at the start of the year. And it's a bit up in the air at the moment exactly when he's been back. Originally it was around 9, now it's 13, now it's 11. So one to keep an eye on, I guess, Braden Burns.
I think his break-even's 25, so it's still relatively low if you bring him in that week, if he is definitely playing that.
As well as that, he looks like a good, solid option going forward. Not something you bring in for a week to trade back out.
No,
Well, the Rabbitohs aren't, like, getting rid of and putting Turner back there over Burns.
No.
Turner's a makeshift setup, so, yeah.
can break a tackle.
Yep. The other one I have is Will Hopoate.
Interesting.
Best hands in the game, everyone says.
Best hands in the game. And he's been pretty solid at centre. He's a bit like that Jared Croker, kind of hits that mid-30s. With a try, will go up to that 50s, 60s kind of range. So, I mean, there's some alright options out there. It's not complete panic stations at centre.
Okay. Thanks, Bateman.
Yeah, Bateman. How dare you get injured? God. So I've got halves. Actually, quite a few really good ones. I kind of struck luck on this one. So you got Adam Reynolds, who Herms has already mentioned as a buy in our previous video.
It's in my team.
Jack Wyden, who's been playing out of his skin. He didn't play as good at fullback. All of a sudden, he's a 5'8", and he's just killing it.
Hopefully
white
he keeps
line
those
fever.
try scoring.
He just keeps scoring tries. It's ridiculous.
It's a problem. What happens when he doesn't? I'm interested to see.
Yeah, that white line fever. Imagine Mad Monday for him. Michael Morgan, another option. Could go to Origin.
I think he'll go there as well.
I'll take it. He won't.
Could be
You're
a
right.
very decent
Alright.
bench option.
Wow.
Hunt's probably more like.
We've got to write these. We've got a video.
We're cool. Mitch Moses, who has looked a million times better since Corey Norman left, been very, very good. And one to keep an eye on, his halves partner, if he does get back in time, Dylan Brown, because he's just, no one knows when the hell he's playing. People have already held on to him, so don't even bother selling him. He could be back then, or he could be back never. Who knows? But keep an eye.
That's a risky
Ear
one.
to the ground.
So Lockie Lewis is another one that you mentioned. It's
Look,
fine.
I love Lockie Lewis, but the reason why I didn't actually put him in there is he's kind of dropped off his hunger.
Yeah,
He hasn't had that.
He was better with foreign though.
He was
So
better with
I'm
foreign.
interested to
Foreign
see
back, yeah.
with foreign back how
Well,
it goes.
he's back this week, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to
He's
see
on the
how his
bench,
points
so-
go.
Didn't really mix well with Cogger.
No, Cooker didn't do much for him.
Well, that's what we have so far. As of now, things will always change. Suspensions, injuries, cash cows could come in, and there'll be
Surprises
even
for
more
Origins.
options. But at this point,
Like Darius Boyd.
if you're looking for some guys to bring in right now that will play those weeks, bring him in. Bring him
JT's
in.
number one.
JT is
Tell
definitely
him.
the number one. Get him in your team. So thanks guys for watching. If we missed anyone, let us know in the comments section, or just call us idiots for missing an obvious pick. I don't think have we missed anyone. We'll see.
Who cares?
But
We named the good ones.
thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed our second video of the day. And good luck for round 12.
Good luck, everyone. Cheers.
Go the Blues.
Subscribe.